I get triggered so easily.
I'm just happy that we can have an argument and we can all laugh about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the cool thing.
Definitely. Yeah.
We can just laugh. It's funny. You know, it's like, okay, we disagree and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I love about them.
Yeah.
Express right there, baby.
So apparently we're supposed to be getting Generation 4 remakes, so we might get Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I don't know how long I've heard this, bro. Let me clean up.
My favorite Pokemon gen, by the way.
Holla at me.
Look at Baron.
Hey, Baron, you better not start trashing my Pokemon, bro.
Baron doesn't. Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's where Baron's.
Come on, Wii U. What you say?
I don't know. Sword and Shield ain't looking like.
What's the hate? I don't understand why so many people are hating on Sword and Shield.
Don't get into this, Marlon.
Don't get started. Don't do it. What do you mean you don't understand?
Hey, I don't understand either.
What you don't understand? It's pretty simple. What's in front of your eyes is pretty.
Fill me in, man. I don't hear that.
Baron, come on, give us the gospel, bro.
Go ahead, preach it.
We got flat grass everywhere. We got the characters still running like they ran 12 years ago.
What you want them to fly? You want them to
We still hopping to do attacks when we battle. You know exactly what the problem is.
Yo, but I played Sword and Shield. Bro. It's good. It's solid.
Oh my god.
The only gripe I have with Sword and Shield is Dynamax. I tested it out at E3. It's cheesy as hell, bro. Dynamax is it's a cornball ass mode. I don't know why they put it in there. I'm a little. It reminds me.
OJ is disgusted right now because we argue about this all the time. We argue about this all the time.
I'm having a good time, dude. I'm good.
Yeah. I was just like, I don't want to argue about this today. We
I
argue about this at least 4 times a week. Y'all need to stop making excuses for this damn game.
Wii U, curry on rice.
It does not look the way it looks right now. This is embarrassment.
I
It's
can only smile.
embarrassing that it looks that way.
I can only smile whenever this topic comes because it's been so much discussion and argument. I'm good.
There's no excuse for an N64 model of a tree to be in this game. There's no excuse for that. You can't give me a logical excuse for that. Oh, they gotta put in 400 Pokemon. I don't give a damn about that. There's no reason a 64 model of a tree should be in a game.
Oh my God. What I don't understand, Barrett, is like when a developer, they make graphics really good.
Here we go. Here we go. The excuse. Go ahead.
The Last of Us has great graphics. Oh, look, they spent too much time. Pokemon has bad. Oh, where's the better graphics at?
No. That's two polar opposites, OJ. Those are two polar opposite
I'm
games.
just saying, in this podcast, you can play the graphics are too good.
No,
the graphics aren't good enough.
It's just the fact that you fill up 2 damn Blu-ray discs and it's only one mode to the damn.
Here we
That's insane
go.
to me. So when it comes to Pokemon situation, this damn game has evolved on the most smallest scale possible for the last few years, and it's like you went from the 3DS to the Switch. The 3DS to the Switch, and that's the best.
And why he sound like the game? Of all, Pokemon Sword and Shield looks fire, dog. It looks fire. Why you hating, man?
It don't look fire.
Hey, but
this is what it looked like. It looked like they took their 3DS, plugged it into the Switch, and poured it in all of my. That's
Hey, give them credit
like
though.
that.
It ain't take them 5 years though. Give
The
them
controller gonna work with you. That's true. It didn't take, I think they took about 2.
It was like 3. It was like 3.
2 to 3.
I think it was about 2016.
How long was this development cycle? 3 years for this?
I think they started it in 16. Yeah.
I think they announced it well before then, didn't they?
No, they announced it in 2018.
They announced it last
They
year.
announced it last year.
But
They didn't spend more than
been-
they didn't spend more than 3 years. They didn't spend more than 3 years on this game. I think it was
I
like
know
two and a half.
I knew a while before Let's Go came out. It was a while before Let's Go came out. They made that statement that they was working on.
They just made a statement that they're because in order to basically calm the backlash from Let's Go. Because that's what they knew that if they because Let's Go's a different type of game. They knew that they had to say, "Hey, we're working on a traditional Pokemon game too."
Yeah, I remember that statement. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
Marlon, do me a favor. Pull up that damn statement. I'm glad you reminded me about that statement. Pull up that statement because it was that statement that got everybody hopes high for this damn game, and then they showed that bland, boring, empty, boring damn game.
Why would that statement get your
No,
hopes
pull
high?
up that statement because I want to read the verbiage of that statement again.
You
I want to
literally
read that
just said,
statement again.
Wait a minute, hold on.
I mean, that's
Why
pretty
would
much
you
what
be
OJ
getting
just said.
Because I believe they said something about you gonna be excited about what we're working on, something along those lines. You know
because
what I mean?
everybody, because here's the thing, everybody wants a traditional Pokemon experience. No matter how much you complain about the graphics, people were saying that Let's Go, it doesn't have the traditional Pokemon experience. This one has the traditional Pokemon experience.
But the thing is, they also want that bump in the upgrade in the hardware that you got.
Well, it looks a
You
lot better
went from
than
the 3DS to the Switch, bro. Come on.
I played the 3DS games and it looks a lot better than the 3DS.
Hey, and I played Sword and Shield at E3, and it does not look like a 3DS game, bro. It doesn't.
It looks
It looks good.
I'm
It's a
not
little
saying
bit
it
more,
looks
it's a
like
little bit more
I'm just-
polished.
Okay, let me
more
say this. Okay, what you saw out of Pokemon Sword and Shield, you believe that's the best the Switch can do.
No.
It ain't about that.
No.
No, it ain't about. But hold on, time out though.
I mean, I heard
I'm
about.
ask you another question.
Hey,
Do
time
you
out,
think
though.
that game could look better than it does right now?
Hey, but we're not gonna fly by that first.
No.
Oh, here we go.
Let me answer the first question. Let me answer the first question. My answer answers both of them technically. So, bruh. So you're saying that for the first Switch game for Pokemon, you wanted to be
That's not an excuse.
Let me answer it. Let me answer it.
Let him finish.
The first Pokemon game for the Switch, you wanted to be the biggest blowout of graphics ever created. Now let's look at X and Y and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. They weren't the best graphics that the 3DS had to offer. Let's look at Sun and Ultra. Fire was shitting on X and Y, bruh, graphic wise. So they start out with graphics. They start out with graphics to test the Switch. They're gonna test the waters on this one, bro.
They already test the waters.
They're gonna dip the toe in the water and say, is it cold? Is it hot? Let's see. All right, we're gonna go from here.
Oh my god! It's the biggest crack of
No, it
BS
ain't.
I've ever heard. That's the
Ain't.
same excuse OJ gave me.
It's not an excuse.
That's not a good example. It's not.
It's not
Because
an
you gotta
excuse. It's the
understand.
truth.
No, they got their feet wet with Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. There's no damn
No, they didn't.
I don't want to hear it.
No, they didn't.
We got 64 trees on the field.
No, they didn't.
Understand what I'm saying?
Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That game is not. That's not a get your. That's not. That game is not the same thing.
And you
not
mean
the
to tell
same
me?
thing.
And you mean to tell me that the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee wasn't stellar graphics though? That shit looked damn good. It looked good,
From
bro.
where it came from. Yes,
It
because
looks
it used to
good.
be a Game Boy game.
Go look at.
A big. You got to see a legitimate big jump. You know what I mean?
Baron, I'm
It was never a Game
gonna
Boy
give
game.
you. Baron, I'm gonna give you some homework, bro. I'm gonna give you some homework after the stream. Go ahead and play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and then go play Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And I want you to come back to the stream and tell us it looks better on the 3DS. Go ahead, tell us. Tell us that. That's what you're saying. You saying the Switch graphics are shit compared to what we've seen in the past.
I'm saying what they put out looks like shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Switch as a whole because everybody else don't have that problem. You know what I mean?
Yo.
It's like
It's
you can sit up here and you can line all the games up.
Yeah.
If you line all Switch games up with Pokemon Sword and Shield, what game gonna look the worst? Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is gonna look worse than Pokemon Sword. and Shield.
Yeah. Pokemon Sword and Shield has better graphics, bro.
What I heard
New Super Mario Bros. Don't look that great either, but I guess that's a Wii U.
I'm so sick of y'all Pokemon fans. man. I
Curry
can't
on
believe
rice.
y'all.
Curry on rice.
Well, because The thing about it is
spent
that
their time on curry on rice.
the reason why Pokemon fans are like that,
Ridiculous.
not all
It's
Pokemon fans,
ridiculous.
because we still think it's gonna be a good game. All you're talking about is the graphics. That's it. That's all you're talking about is the graphics.
OJ, I already admitted. I said they're probably going to deliver a level.
So is it about the?
You have to improve in the presentation at some point in some area. You ain't improving the animations. You ain't improving the battle. You ain't improving the running animation.
Wait a
The
minute.
graphics suck. It's like, what? You didn't do anything on that part.
They didn't
You
improve
did
the
nothing.
presentation. Wait a minute. Time out. Let's talk about. They didn't improve the presentation. So does the
My
game?
bad. I'm gonna take that back. They made very small improvements to the presentation.
Okay, well, that's subjective though.
No
If you think
way.
that, like, okay,
Oh,
Pokemon
my
sold, like,
Lord.
for example,
Thank
Pokemon
you.
Ultra.
Thank you,
Look, and
thank you.
I think that they should do better too. I'm with you there. I don't understand why you're so angry. That's the. You don't even play Pokemon.
I'm
I don't understand why
angry
you're so
because
angry.
y'all making excuses for this.
No, and I'm saying that you don't even play, so you shouldn't be as angry. Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry about the game that you don't
angry
play?
because y'all are making excuses.
No, we're not making
not
excuses.
excuses.
Here's what I'm trying to tell. Here's what I'm trying to tell you. Look,
The first time, nigga. I don't give a damn if it's the first. I don't care about that.
they've made improvements that people wanted. Like people wanted to see Pokemon on the map.
Oh
Right? That
my
was a
God,
big
I
thing that people wanted
can't,
to
bro, I
see. You got
can't.
that. People wanted to see it open like a
man.
camera, right? There was always fixed cameras. They've got an open-ended camera on that. People wanted to see more open-ended
we
area.
don't upgrade it to 2013. We can move the camera. Whoop-de-doo.
You said you wanted to see you said you wanted to see improvements in the presentation.
But
Those are all big improvements.
Right, that's something that should have been in the game a long time ago.
That's not that wasn't your point. Your point wasn't that wasn't your point.
No,
That wasn't your point. You moved the goalposts. Goalpost mover. That wasn't your point.
No, bro, no. You know how that sound, OJ.
No, that wasn't your point. That wasn't your point. Move the damn goalpost. You said you wanted to see an improvement in
We can
presentation.
move the camera now. Like, we should have been able to move the camera.
But you never said. Oh my god.
Come on, bro.
Yo.
You can't even.
OJ, listen, I understand what you're saying. Technically, that is an
Oh my
improvement,
God.
but that's something that should have been standard a long time ago. I can't give you credit for that.
No, but you said improvements in presentation, and I'm putting all the things together. Free camera control with open area, with Pokemon in the open field, with co-op added into there, with all of that stuff. That is all the improvements to the presentation. That you said that there was nothing. So I was saying there is something. You said there was nothing. Now you're saying, oh, well, it should have been there. That's not the point.
Okay.
You said you want to see improvements.
They made a little bit of
He
improvements
backpedaling.
of
He
stuff that
backpedaling.
should have been standard.
He backpedaling.
That's not the point.
I'm
It's a
not
3DS.
backpedaling.
It's a 3D. You can't do. Have you programmed on a 3DS? It's like programming on a graphing calculator. Have you programmed on a 3DS and trying to make all
Excuses,
roll
man.
the 3DS?
Excuses.
You really think the 3DS is possible of doing all these things that you're saying it should be doing? It's not.
To move the camera, dog.
To have an open-ended air, like open world, to have a camera.
I ain't say open world on 3DS. We could have had more open areas to where you could move the damn camera.
and we have that, but
Come on, bro.
that was impossible on the 3DS, bro. We have it now on the Switch. We got
I'm
open
just
areas.
saying,
we got open world areas.
combining everything that they've done. I get it. They should do a lot more. I'm with you there, Baron. I'm with you there. But sometimes you act like they've done nothing, which you just said.
Maybe they got sidetracked.
You got an N64 tree on your field.
That's all.
That had nothing to me.
I agree with you.
That's all.
I
you
That
agree
got,
with
had
you.
nothing to me.
That's all.
I
you
agree.
got,
I agree with you. They should improve. The graphics should definitely. They should make sure that they sharpen that up and stuff like that.
How do you have that? It's literally like you clicked and dragged and dropped it. Hey, come on, bro.
Well, we'll see when the final game comes out.
My whole thing is this, and I feel like a lot of people kind of got thrown off by this whole 3DS recycled animation thing, and a lot of people took it and ran with it, and it's like at the end of the day, people still are gonna buy the game. People still are gonna buy this game. I mean, even though it's getting a lot of hate, it's still gonna sell extraordinary well because it's Pokemon. You know,
the double pack pre-ordered already, bro.
yeah, and then the light that's coming out, the Pokemon light, people
Got
are
that too.
that's probably already sold out. So at the end of the day, trust me, I feel like they got sidetracked somehow because it's like when you look at the models and everything, just like people was pointing out the water, people was like, "Yo, the water looks like oil." I'm like,
y'all tripping off waters and trees, bro. What about the game?
We understand the game, but
Oh my
it's a
God.
certain standard you have to at least meet at this point. I think they got away with this for so long. It's like, okay, when we finally heard Pokemon was coming back to a home console, we were like, okay, we could finally see Pokemon in a bigger leap graphically, what we dreamed of seeing. But this is what we got. We got this.
It's okay.
That's not what you envisioned. You're not gonna sit up here and tell me that's what you envisioned.
It's not good. It's not good enough, Baron. But it's still a big improvement over what they've done over the 3DS games. It's still a big improvement over that. But it's not.
Baron said, "All right,
it needs to get it better. It needs to be better."
And that's like a dad. That's like a dad. Nah, son, don't crawl. Get your ass up and run. Don't learn to crawl. Don't you hold up.
And whose fault is that? How long they been developing? These games? You can't crawl for 20 damn years. You gotta get your ass up.
They've been making portable games.
Every game has new features though. They've been developing stuff every year.
Y'all hear this, right? Y'all hear this?
No, we agree.
Like talking to a brick wall.
It is. You're right. It is.
Y'all killing me, man.
No, Baron, I said I agree with you that they need to do a better job. I'm just not as angry as you are, and I'm still looking forward to playing the game. I still think that, like I said, and I feel that they're going to get better because
There's
X and
room
Y
for
was the same thing. Like I said, look at X and Y and look at Sun and Moon. There is a drastic difference between the graphics in those games. There really is. I'm not just saying that. There really is. Go back and look at it. Look at the sprites. Look at the models. And look at Sun and Moon. It is a big graphical difference.
Even Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, there's a big difference graphic-wise. There's a difference. They pushed the 3DS to its limits with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Don't roll your eyes, Baron. So
I'ma just say this. They don't know a damn thing about pushing anything to no limit. You need to stop. Stop that. They don't know nothing about pushing anything to no limit.
Oh man, this is funny.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I want to know how we got into this huge argument over Sword and Shield.
You just ask OJ.
We was talking about Gen 4 remakes. We were talking about Gen
I get triggered so easily.
I'm just happy that we can have an argument and we can all laugh about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the cool thing.
Definitely. Yeah.
We can just laugh. It's funny. You know, it's like, okay, we disagree and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I love about them.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, most definitely.
So Gen 4 remake.
Yeah, Gen 4.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you this question to be on the Gen 4 remake.
Mm-hmm.
If they make a remake of Gen 4, which means the structure, the overall structure of the game is kind of already set on where they need to go. So it's not really building from the ground up, say, but they do have to put it on their new engine or whatever they got. Should this game look better than Pokemon Sword and they do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Ultra.
So when it comes out with more 64 damn trees, I have the right to go off.
Yeah,
You have the right to go off now.
Hey, I'll give you the right if they got 60. Get on us about it. But it should, because Ruby and Sapphire remake looked better than X and Y. It did.
Yep.
Graphics were better.
Graphics were a lot better. That was when they made their first little jump was from there. They put better control, like the even like the movement was better. You can control like the characters a lot better. The way that it looked, it was just a big improvement over it. So as they get used to it, but the thing about it is that people don't give them a break is because Game Freak, obviously Pokemon, they make tons of money. Definitely there should have been probably a better effort graphics going forward, with the first one, but I think it's just time, man. I mean, you got 2.5 years, maybe 2 some odd years.
Yeah,
that's rough in terms of creating all the Pokemon and everything. That's rough. You got to kind of balance your time. What are you gonna do? Oh, we're adding co-op online. We got to make sure that. So they had a lot on their plate, and they took cuts. They took cuts here and there, and some of it was definitely making sure like they could have blown out the graphics more, but that could have cut into the time of doing something else or adding a co-op or adding this feature or that feature.
Time of doing what though?
Town,
Because
my little town hero.
Yeah,
because didn't they cut some Pokemon? There ain't no national debt. So where was that all the extra work going to?
Well,
it was going into creating
I still ain't got the answer to that question.
It was going into creating because people don't understand how long it takes to 2.5 years isn't a long time to create. By the way, it's not.
And what you have to remember is, they got town they were working on Sword and Shield and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon at the same time. People don't remember that. They fail to realize that. They were working on both of those at the same time. So, I mean, let's cut them a little slack, man.
Some slack? That's not our fault.
Let me finish.
That's not our problem. You decided to do it that way, so you have to take responsibility for your action.
They are.
But see, you know, I got every Pokemon game over hard copy physical. Now, what the things that I'm mad at are different from I'm mad at the National Dex. I'm mad at Dynamax looks cheesy as hell. I'm mad at the actual aesthetics of the game. Not hey, that tree looked like it was 20 years ago. Oh.
It's hard. Look, bro. It's hard to ignore stuff like that. I give it to you. If you've been gaming from 2011 till now, you are going to notice that. There's no way you can't go bypass that. It's like, oh God, what the hell was that? What did I just see? That's exactly what it looked like when the dude ran by it. It's like, what the hell was it?
Where I'm coming from is I played Red and Blue day one in '98. And so I'm not too mad at the tree. I'm not too mad at the tree. It looks compared to that old
2019. And I played day one with you as well. That's why I can have a little bit to say so in this conversation.
Here comes OJ.
Horizon Zero Dawn has the most beautiful trees ever. You slash a sword and it goes right through it. You know what I'm saying? So, oh my God, that tree. Amazing. You slash a sword, it goes right through it. So the tree that's a great looking tree. That's just stuck right there. That has no physics to it at all. So
wait a minute.
Just say it, man.
So this tree in Pokemon Sword and Shield got physics to it? Besides getting an apple off of it? Besides getting the damn apple off this insect?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you can have
They got Pidgey jumping off a branch.
What I'm saying is that you can sit there and have the best looking trees or best looking graphics or whatever the case is, but anything can throw you out of the experience just like that. Look at that amazing tree that when you cut it, your sword goes right through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you've got to think about it that way. Breath of the Wild trees look nowhere near as good, but at least you can chop them down. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like you can have these great looking graphics, you can have stuff, but it's really about the gameplay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it boils down to.
And what you did in the game. That's just my thought process. Because Horizon Zero Dawn has the greatest looking trees I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Well, one of the best looking trees. And then what did it matter? As soon as I slashed my sword and it went right through it, that tree, it could look like an N64 tree for all I care. I was like, this is stupid. Like, this is dumb. I just smashed right through that tree and nothing happened. No mark, nothing.
Yeah. And ultimately, you got to remember, Nintendo fans, and I'm not discrediting your fandom of Nintendo, but Nintendo fans, we never really cared all too much about amazing graphics. It's never been about, oh, that tree look like I could jump through the TV and climb it right now. It's been about that.
Ain't nobody saying Pokemon gotta look photorealistic like that. We're just saying that you should have something eye-pleasing by this time.
Yeah,
You've been
agree.
Pokemon
I
for
agree.
too long for
I
something
agree.
not to be eye. You do
have a point. You do have a point. I just like OJ
it's
said, I
subjective.
don't know why you're so mad about it. That's funny.
I'm mad because every time I bring this up, everybody's like, oh, tell them some break. Oh, they had to do. I don't give a damn, man. This is your job. I don't give a damn what you had to do. I don't care if you had to pick up your kids, babysit your uncle. I don't care about none of that. This is your job. You need to do better than what you do.
Yeah,